guys, we're back with another video. This is how well will the youngest players in the NHL do first year. I'm only doing 1 year of this first year together. I'm still going to do it in franchise mode though, because they might grow more in franchise mode than they do in the season mode. So I put them all on one team on Edmonton, and then I created the Yukon Youngsters. McDavid's obviously our best player, so I'm going to shut all this stuff off. Owner mode off. Salary cap doesn't matter. They'll fix ours. Computer trades on, whatever. Moral meetings off. Waivers, assistant coach off. Continue. All-star time. I gotta make sure injuries are off, because if they're on, it just ruins the speed of everything. I'm not gonna bother sending out the scout every time. If that pops up, I'm just gonna cancel. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do the second year with Fred Fast. If I get time. Because I want to talk. I want to save the rest of the new goalies, or goalies with new homes, for that, because it's a goalie one. This is just a fun one. I was just gonna do like predictions for the season of every team, not every team, just one in alphabetical order would be Anaheim, but I thought, well, that's probably not going to be the whole video, because Anaheim's fairly easy for predicting on their season being good. I was also going to do, well, then I can talk about some of the people they picked up or people that they let go. But most of the people they picked up were AHL, and same with the people they let go. Shea Theodore might be a good defenseman in the future, but he wasn't playing really for them. So that kind of put me in a weird place. But I'm still going to talk about them anyway. Just so you know, I didn't cheat. You know, I'm a Leafs fan. They put Austin Matthews on the first line. I didn't do it. That's best lines right now. So Austin Matthews. So what happened, I had one extra player that was 19 years old. Some of them are 18. There's only two 18-year-olds, and I have one extra player that was 19. So I took the lowest overall guy and took him off, which was Boston Crowes, and I didn't go all in depth with them to see who was actually older or not. But yeah, so that's our team there: Aho, Konechny, Kachuk, Rantanen. So when I come back, Marner. When I come back, I want to do a couple months and come back and see if they've grown at all. Defense, we got Werenski, Ekblad, Hanifin, Provorov, Chikrin, and Carlo. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his name. Chikrin, I think. And Korpisalo and Saros. I actually did go in depth because there was 3 different 22-year-olds, and Korpisalo was actually youngest, 1 month younger than Matt Murray. And then Vasilevsky was a few months older than both of them. Nobody's scratched because if there was, it would have been Lawson Krause, and that's it. Ekblad's the only 20-year-old on the team. I couldn't find enough defensemen, so I picked the best 20-year-old. I couldn't find enough 18, 19-year-olds. So I'm going to go 2 months, and then we'll come back and check. I don't know, like, this team might be good enough to make the playoffs, but it could also not be. Like, in some ways, I think it is. Like, that first line, you got Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews feeding Patrick Laine the puck. I think that's a pretty sweet lineup. That's probably going to pop up every week if I just ignore it. So I might have to send the scout out so that doesn't happen. I was just going to skip it, but oh no, it's not coming up every week. First game we win 2-1. Shootout overtime win. Oh, look at that. 2-0. Oh, there's our loss. 5-4 loss. I will send them out. I'm just going to do it real quick, like wherever it lands. There. Oh, whatever. I don't want all these notifications popping up and slowing me down. So anyway, Anaheim will have a good season as usual. They'll be in the playoffs, like, almost for sure. I can't know for sure, but they'll make the playoffs like usual. And I don't like to predict how far they'll go, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to try. Ryan Miller being one of the players they got that I'm going to assume they didn't pay $2 million for to have play in the AHL. So I'm going to say he'll be the backup to John Gibson unless John Gibson gets injured. Then he'll be the starter and Berra will be the backup. I think Ryan Miller's a better option than Bernier was. But Bernier did have a good year. Oh, I gave Boston for Ferentz back. We don't want him, obviously. There's no reason why we would. We're on a 1-year thing. And it's to see. Well, we're doing really good though. Or were anyway. Yeah, 13-2-2. That's pretty good. Yeah, Anaheim will be like the same as usual. And the furthest they make is the Stanley Cup Finals, but not to the Stanley Cup, which is not really me saying that they're going to make the Stanley Cup Finals. That's just the furthest they will go if they do get that far. They're not going to win the Stanley Cup, though. That's just kind of a prediction before the season even starts. So that's kind of unfair if I'm wrong and you guys bug me about it because well, the season hasn't even started yet. That's not really fair. I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go to edit lines to see how our team's growing. Once the season starts, I might do a redo of the predictions. So Eichel grew to 87. I think Konechny grew and Kachuk grew to 81, and so did Aho. I don't know if Zaka was I think Zaka was a 79, so he grew 1. But it looks like everybody else has stayed the same. I'm not sure if Connor McDavid was a 93 or a 92. But the best lines still keep everything the same. Yeah, the defense didn't grow. Chikrin, I think, grew by 1. And our goalies, Korpisalo grew, and so did Saros by 1 each. We might not be far enough in yet to get further. I should have studied more on some other teams on what they did this off season for this video. But I was more on Anaheim. There was one other player, but I'm having a hard time remembering. I pay more attention to what the Leafs do, but I don't want to talk about. I want to go in alphabetical order. I didn't want to go. Also, what do you think of Marleau, and what do you think of this and that? Well, they didn't really do much, but they did sign Marleau, which was the big thing, and Ron Hainsey and got rid of Hunwick. and I think Polak's gone too. And they sent Marchenko on waivers the other day, and he's going to return to the KHL or whatever. But Anaheim was the one I was mainly concentrating on for this video. But I knew they weren't going to take the whole video to talk about, because they're easy to kind of predict that they'll make the playoffs. Like a team like LA, they're harder to predict because one year they're in the playoffs and they win the Stanley Cup, and the next year they don't even make it. So they're kind of harder to predict on what the season's going to be. We're starting to come back down now. Oh no, 26, 12, and 4 is still a playoff team though. So yeah, maybe I will have to talk about the goalies, because I've not really got much to talk about with Anaheim other than there was 2 players, Ryan Miller and somebody else. I didn't write them down, so I kind of shot myself in the foot there. But I got playing the club EASHL with a friend of mine, Cliffy Reginald, and so I didn't really study up for this. I don't remember if I talked about Ryan Miller last video or whatever video I did that in. I'm not gonna. I don't want to ruin for the next episode or for the next show. I don't want to ruin the goalie, so I really don't want to talk about them. So we'll talk about Marleau and how I think he will be for the Leafs. I think that the first year, and possibly maybe even the second year, it might not be so bad. But in the third year of his contract, I think it's no good. 33, 15, and 4. That's really good. I think that a lot of our players probably gone up now. Oh, I did it again. Damn it. We're in first in our division. Oh, look at that. 88. I think that's better than I've ever seen him get. 88, 93, and 86. Still, McDavid's still the same, but Laine went up by 1, and Matthews went up by 2. Rantanen went up by 1. I think only 1. Eichel went up by 4 because he was only an 86. What I don't understand is how is Eichel a medium franchise? McDavid's a medium franchise, but McDavid actually deserves it, but Eichel and Matthews, I don't think that's right. That Matthews only has a medium elite, but Eichel's got a medium franchise. And Marner's only got a low elite. I think that should be medium too. I don't know about Rantanen, so I'm not going to say. I know Aho had a really great year though. So I'm going to hit best lines again and see if anything changes. Yeah, Kachuk moves on to the left wing. Oh, okay, I see. So Rantanen was better than him. He was playing the right wing. Konechny Marner got moved down to play center. So who was playing center on that line? Oh, Konechny was. Okay. So our center depth just got better, I guess. And defense, Provorov went up to an 87, and Ekblad. Oh yeah, this is looking more like a playoff team now. 85 and 80. Oh, I did change Saros to a medium starter because that's what I think his potential really should be. I did change everybody like I should have changed because I didn't know, though. I didn't want to change Marner but not change Aho because people might be like, oh, Aho should be a medium elite. Marner's a medium elite, so should Rantanen should be a medium elite. So I didn't want to change them just in case. Well, if people watch my video. Other people that aren't Leafs fan watch it on YouTube and they start, because they know that I'm a Leafs fan or whatever, start saying stuff like that I was being biased, so I just left it. I'm just going to try and get to the end of the season. Yeah, so with Marleau, I think at tops 2 years for his contract will still be alright, but I don't think the third year is going to be very good. I think he probably ends up the same as Lupul and Robida when Robida was there. But that's just what I think. I'm not a professional. I just like the Leafs and I like hockey. And I was planning on doing not a live video, but a video with me in it, and showing some of my prized Leafs possessions that I have. But no, that's probably not going to end up being tonight because I got away from what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be making videos and doing this. I guess it's alright if I miss one day, but I'm trying really hard to for other people to see it that I don't actually know, because more people that I don't actually know, or people that I didn't think of as really friends, are more supportive than people that are actually supposed to be my friends, or were supposed to be my friends. So I don't need to edit my trade block. So I'm hoping that maybe other people will see it that I don't actually even know. Maybe subscribe to my channel, talk to me, comment on the videos. Tell me what they want me to do. Tell me of their opinions, any stuff. And I was thinking I'm gonna get PS Now. It's one where you can play like old games, and I saw a game on there that I really want to try. I don't know what it will be like, but it's Goosebumps the game. I think it might be fun for everybody, not just me, to try out and have people lighten that. I never even heard of it. I didn't even know that Goosebumps had a game. So I thought that might be cool to have, or to try out. And plus PS Now, that's like not the only game. Like there's a whole bunch of old games I can play and record, as long as the recording works. And that would be a lot of fun, I think, to have that and just play a bunch of different random games. And some old Batman on there too. Some people say that the Batman Telltale's gay, or I guess I can't use that anymore, but not very good compared to the other Batman games, or Telltales are boring, or whatever. I don't mind it. I thought it was alright. It's a little slow because it's more storytelling than playing, but that's kind of what a Telltale is. If we win these last 2 games, we can get 50 wins. Oh no. 49. We're definitely in the playoffs, so, I wanted to check our team again, see if we went up even more. So 94% locker room count, 104 points. 89, 93, 86, 83. Marner went up by 1. Marner comes back up, and Rantanen got sent down to the third line. Konechny got back Steve Zaka went back down. He still busted 7. That's pretty good. 17 goals. That's 57 points. What about Matthews? 25 goals, 38 assists, 16 and 63. 37, 34. Eichel, 23, 34. Oh, I already checked him. It's Kachuk playing on the second line now. He had a minus 2, minus 10, plus 3, minus 12. Probably while they were on the third line. 87, 91, 84, 85, 82, 81. So Carlo's the only one. Carlo's the only one that didn't grow for defense. And see, Corpusalo's up at 86. So now, now this team looks good enough that it might win a Stanley Cup. Or could win a Stanley Cup. So we're up against Arizona. Weird they made the playoffs. 5-4 win. 6-5 overtime win. So we're up 2-0. 2-1. We'll get a win. Oh, our HL team made the playoffs too. Get a win. Oh no, 2-2 tie. Win. Oh no. Win. Game 7 win. Oh, good. I thought it was going to be over. That was a close call. Anaheim's. Are they going to beat us? 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Oh, we beat them. So now we're up against Minnesota. I didn't know we were going to do this good. I wonder if they grew. So while they're gone 2 rounds in the playoffs, I wonder if they grew anymore. '89, 87, yeah, they're still 85s. How well are they doing? 4-8, 3-14, 8-3. So he's not much of for assists, but he's scoring goals. 87, 91, 86, 84. Yeah, this team, they grew a lot. I don't think they would have grown that much if we did it in the season mode, though. Oh no. Minnesota's up 2-1 on us. Oops. 3-1. Game 7 heartbreaking loss. So we made it to the conference finals, but that was it. Thanks for watching, guys. We couldn't win the Stanley Cup, but we made it pretty far. Have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe. If you enjoyed the videos, more videos coming with more variety of talking as opposed to this. I just didn't study up for tonight's video, and I should have just not released one, because now I kind of ruined any quality to my videos. But this video, I wanted to get it out today. I wanted to do it today, so I kind of ruined talking. But I did talk about Anaheim, and I did talk about a few other things, and Marlowe. So Marlowe going to Roby Des Island. Well, but thanks for watching anyway, guys. I'll see you later.